Hi guys, it's April here. I work at the Stratford-Upon-Avon Bannatyne, otherwise known as the Wildmoor. I am a body balance instructor. I'm going to do some body balance today. We are going to keep hydrated, so make sure you have some water with you and a towel, but we're really trying to get into our flexibility and strength, which is body balance. So we're going to connect to our breathing and really go for it. So let's make a start. Hopefully you're all fitting well out there, staying nice and safe. So we will come to standing. We'll start with our Tai Chi. So I want you to have your feet together. We're going to come down into intense pose. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under, arms go up, so shoulders are back and down. So it's a really strong pose. Everything is starting to switch on. We bring the hands to prayer. We start to lift the right heel, still stay connected to the front, and then we turn at the waist and we press the arm out to the back and to the front. We sweep the arm back up, we lift, come back down into intense pose. So again, tucking that tail under, engaging the core, bringing the hands down to center. We lift the left heel and then we open out again to the side. Bringing the arm up. Big inhale, coming back down into intense pose, so tucking the tailbone under, lengthening through the arms, again switching on the whole body, and then bringing the hands down, lifting the right heel, we press out to the front, sweeping the arm up, back into intense, one more time on the left side, so bringing the hands in, lifting the left heel, and then pressing out. So as we sweep up this time, we lift the right knee, we open out to the back, so the right leg steps back and we reach for left toe, we bring it forwards, we lift up, left leg lifts, reaching back, and it's a beautiful, graceful move. So wait to connect to your breathing, exhale and out. So circular movements with the breath and with the body. Coming back in, we lift up, we come out, breathing in and out, left side, perfect. Coming back to center, arms go up, back to your intense pose. So we're back to that first movement. Okay, everybody okay out there? So keep strong through those arms, connecting the whole body, tail tucks under, and then bringing the hands in. We'll start with the right heel, we turn, and we press, back arm sweeps up, all the way up, sinking low into those legs, tailbone tucks under, back into intense pose, hands come to center, we open to the left, back arm sweeps up, all the way up, back down into intense pose, so strong, our core is really engaged right now, arms are long, hands come down, lifting the right heel, we press out, we sweep the arm up, back into intense pose, so our thighs get a little bit of respite, then straight back down, hands to center and open to the left. So we come back to that second move, arms sweep up, right knee lifts, we step it back and we reach for the left toe, we come forward. So again, it's that nice circular movement with breath. Inhale as we lift, exhale as we open and step back. Inhale. That's it, circular movements. Opening the body, opening the breath, and come back in. And we come up to intense pose. Beautiful. Now we reach up into our sun salutations. So we're reaching nice and tall. Baby back bend here if you're feeling good. So squeeze the glutes, hips go forward. We reach up and then we reach back. Hands come around, we interlace, we roll the shoulders back. So we're lifting the chest. Try and keep those lower ribs tucked in. Engaging the core still. Big inhale, we lift. Exhale, we come into a forward fold. So keep those knees soft, reaching down for the floor and then making sure that your chin tucks in. So connect those chest to thigh. And then palms come up to the shins and we lengthen with a flat back. So our spine is long, shoulders are back. And then come back down on the exhale, down to your forward fold. And then we step back to a plank position. So we're nice and flat like a plank of wood. Make sure the shoulders are well away from your ears. We push back, so heels press back, down to your down dog. And then drawing in the navel, rolling forwards. We bring the knees down first on the first round, strong through the shoulders, elbows bend. We press down to the floor. Big inhale as we lift into baby cobra, so squeeze the glutes. That's it, pushing all the way back to knees, back to toes. And we bend through the knees, so we come into a nice crouch position, engaging the tummy. Right foot steps through. We lift the chest, stretching out through the back leg, and we step it forwards, forward fold. Soft knees, we rise all the way up, big inhale. Add on those back bends if it feels good. Exhale, we come down. Palms to shins, we lengthen, we're really getting into our flow now. Second round. Hands come down on the exhale. Can jump or step back to your plank. So hold your plank and then push back to a down dog. We roll forward, so drawing the navel in, rolling forwards, knees or toes, looking forwards, press down to crocodile, hold your crocodile, turn your feet and push back up to an up dog. Looking forward, shoulders back, rolling back to down dog. Then bringing the knees down, left foot steps through, we lift the chest, pushing through the back heel, trying to get as much out of that stretch. And coming forwards into a forward fold. So 2 more rounds with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Jump or step back to your plank position, and then push back to a down dog. Rolling forwards. Drawing the navel in, hover, press down to your crocodile, turn the feet, push up to up dog, shoulders back, roll it back to a down dog, and then knees come down, right foot steps through, lift the chest, inhale, exhale, close the body. Inhale, we rise, last round. Exhale. Inhale, palms to shins. Exhale, we fold. Jumping or stepping back to your plank position, hold it here, then push back to a down dog. Rolling forwards, drawing that navel in. And then pressing down to your crocodile, hold it there, turn the feet, pushing up to up dog, rolling it back, down dog, and then bringing the knees down towards the floor, into crouch, left foot steps through, lengthen, and walk it forwards, forward fold. So we have a small sun salutation now, reaching back, inhale. Exhale, palms to shins, looking up and lengthening, and palms to floor. Beautiful. And then walk back for me into your down dog to start our next sun sals. So reaching back with those heels, and then walk through your feet and your heels. You're just walking through that down dog. Knees come down, right foot steps through, and we stay on the left toe this time. So we're coming into a lunge position. So our left knee is an inch off the floor. We lift the arms, big breath in, small back bend here if it's good. And then bringing the hands to center. We open out to the right, we lift up through the leg, Hands come back to center, we sink down, left side up to center and down, right, lifting to center and down, one more, up and down, perfect. Bringing the hands down to the floor, we step it back to a down dog, and then the knees come down nice and wide as your mat, feet come together, drawing that navel in, we roll back to a child's pose. And pushing through the hands, we strike a cobra, so elbows go out to the side, bottom goes up, we push up to an up dog, then knees come down, feet come together, rolling back, so tucking that navel in and back. So 3 more times, striking through, getting that chest as low to the floor as you can, pushing up to up dog, knees down, feet together and rolling back. So 2 more, strike it through, bring that chest as low as you can, bottom in the air, that's it, knees down, feet back. 1 more, striking through, up, that's it, knees together, rolling back into a child's pose, beautiful. Then we use the strength of our hands to push ourselves up to a down dog, so use your upper body back into your down dog for me, walk through the feet, and then bring the knees down, an inch off the floor, left foot steps through, and we're now into our lunge position on the other side. So our right knee is an inch off the floor, bringing the arms up, big inhale, opening the front of the body, exhale, hands come down, and then we're ready to turn to the left, up, middle, and down through center, out to the right, up, through center, and down, left, up, down through center, and then again to the right, up, down through center, hands come forward, step it back to a down dog, so lengthen through those heels, knees come down as wide as your mat, feet together, we roll back, draw that navel in into your child's pose, and then striking through, so keeping the hands where they are, keep the chest as low to the floor as you can, pushing up to up dog, that's it, knees down, rolling it back, again striking through, 3 more times, all the way up, shoulders back, knees down, feet together, roll it back, 2 more, that's it, make it your best ones, all the way up, inhale, exhale to close the body, so 1 more, breathe, and then turn your head to the left, to the center, and to the right, beautiful, knees come down, roll it back, use your upper body strength again to push up to a down dog, and then walk those feet to your hands and do a nice Pilates roll up, so nice and slow. Last thing to come up is the head, roll the shoulders back at the top, and we are ready for our standing strength. Okay, so we're going to turn out to the side. I'm going to face this way so you can see what's going on. I've got my right leg at the front, I'm going to turn my hips to the front, so we're squaring off the hips. My left foot is at 45 degrees, so I can really sink low into this front leg. Okay, knee over ankle, turning the hips, lifting the arms up, big breath in, small back bend here, and then taking the arms down the side of the body, turning the little fingers to face the front, so we're really opening the shoulders. And as the arms come down, we hinge from the hips, coming forwards, arms go out behind, and then sweeping the hands down to the floor, we step in, knee to knee, we bow the head, and then if you want you can go for the standing split, so you're going to take your left leg all the way up as far as you can, trying to keep it as straight as you can, and then take the leg down to the floor, nice and wide, as you cartwheel the arms up and you're into your warrior two. So looking at feet, we've got our back foot at 45, our front foot is facing forwards, we're sinking low into those hips, and we're trying to externally rotate this back hip. Arms go long at shoulder height, so you're in your warrior two. Perfect. So if you want to make it harder, you can lift the heel of that front foot, squaring the hips. Breathe here. And we're coming to sun warrior. So we're reaching back with the back arm and top arm reaches over. So it's that beautiful C shape. Holding it here into your sun warrior pose. So try and get as low as you can into those legs. Hold. And then releasing so that we straighten the front leg. Arms are at shoulder height. Reaching out into your triangle, so reaching long. Front arm comes down and top arm connects up towards the ceiling. So breathe and lengthen the spine in this position. And then bending the front knee, we come back into sun warrior. We reach back. And this time we're going to press the palms away. So I'm pressing palms down and I'm pressing my top palm up. Open through the hips. And then we make it more dynamic. We come into an extended warrior. So we cartwheel the arms. One goes overhead. We're opening the shoulder. We're looking through to our left armpit. Option here is to bring the elbow to the knee. To give you a little bit more rotation through the waist, a bit more support as well. You can stay in extended warrior. We release back to sun warrior. So again, we're pressing the palms away, sinking low. Now you can either look to the floor or the ceiling. And then coming into triangle, so straightening the front leg, we're reaching out, arm goes down, arm goes up. So we are stacking the body, stacking those shoulders into our triangle. And then releasing back into a sun warrior, pressing the palms, looking down towards foot or ceiling, and then coming back into our triangle on this side. So reaching out, hand comes down, arm goes up, and then gently release on this side. So we turn it all to the other side now. So I'm going to face this way. Let's see if you can, yep, still see me on the camera. So left foot is forward, right foot is at 45. We are sinking into the hips. We are turning our hips to the front. Arms go up. Big breath in here. Small back bend. And then start to take the arms around. Turn those little fingers to face the front, to open the shoulders, hinging from the hips as we come down. Bringing the hands behind you. And then bringing the hands down to the floor. We push through the hands. We bring our knees together. We bow our head. And we only have to stay here if you want to. Or you can extend the leg to your standing splits. And then taking the leg across the mat nice and wide to 45. Cartwheel the arms up. And we're into our warrior two on this side. Okay, so it's exactly the same. We can lift that front heel and then sink a little bit lower into those legs. And we come into our first sun warrior on this side. Breathe. That's it, smile. And then straightening the front leg. We're reaching out now into our triangle. So we reach out long, hand comes down, top arm goes up. And breathe. Lengthen the spine and then come back into sun warrior. So we bend the front knee, take the arms behind, and we press those palms away. So I'm pressing down and I'm pressing up with my palm. Hold it here. We extend the warrior, we make it more dynamic now. So we come over. Now again, remember that option is that that elbow can rest here. You can stay, really opening that top shoulder. And coming back to Sun Warrior, so reaching back, pressing the palms, sinking low into the legs, and then back to your triangle. So reaching out as long as you can first before the hand comes down and the top arm goes up, so stacking the shoulders. Breathe and release. So we're going to turn to the front. We're going to bring our feet in a little bit, turn the feet out to 45, come down into that squat, hands go up and then they go out to 45 and hold it here. Inhale and exhale as we come out of that squat position. So are you ready for your main balance track? So this one is a little bit of fun, guys. We are going to be up and down onto the balls of our feet. So we're going to start into intense pose to begin with, because we love an intense pose, don't we? So we go up with the arms, we come down into the thighs, tuck the tailbone under, so back into your intense pose. And when we start to lift the heels, so we've lifted up, but then we sit back down again. So keep those heels lifted, engage the core, tuck the tailbone, and then up and out. Okay, right knee. We're going to lift the right knee up. Have your thigh horizontal to the floor. Bring your hands to prayer and then start to turn to the right hand side. We press those palms away. So just like we did in the warm-up, pressing out. And we're going to try and balance and lift up onto the left ball of our foot. So we pop up and we pop down. So this is where it gets really fun, guys. This is where we find out about our ankle stability, our core stability. We're just popping up and down, and it's about how long we can stay up for as well when we do. So just have some fun with it. Up and down, breathing in and out, popping up and popping down. Woo! And release. Perfect. So we'll go with the other side. We come back to intense pose, so feet together, tucking the tailbone, sinking low into those legs, coming up to toes, holding it here, sinking a little bit lower, tucking the tailbone, and then gently coming all the way up. Ready to go on the other side. So we're going to lift the left knee this time, horizontal to the floor. Bring those hands to prayer, turn your body, your torso to the left, and then press those palms away and just go for it. Let's lift up onto the right balls of our feet. Breathe and see how long we can stay up for, and popping it back down. It's the popping back down that makes it a little bit tricky. Our core really does feel like it's working at this point. And release down. Well done. Okay, so there's a little bit more to our balance track. We're going to take the right knee up again. We're going to do 4 of these. So right knee, arms go up, and then as we swing through, we turn it into a warrior 3 with extended arms. So the arms sweep behind, leg sweeps behind, and bringing it back. We can bend that supporting leg as we go through. So now try it with the left leg lifted. We swing it through, woo, and lengthen, and bring it down. Other side, right leg, bringing it through, bending that supporting knee. That's it, and bringing it back. Other side, so left leg, swinging it through, bending that supporting leg. Ooh, like we're flying, and bringing it in. There we go, main balance done and dusted. A little bit of fun this time, I think that's what they've tried to do with us. So we're going to come into our hip track now. So we're going to do the dancer pose, and you can add on the mermaid arms if you want to. I'm going to keep it simple and stick to the dancer and just show the variation. So standing on the right foot, we're going to hold the left instep. So we've got our shoulders open at the top, knees together, try and keep them in line, and then start to extend the right hand. So the right hand is going to lead, and then we start to tilt forward, so hinging from the hip, coming forward into your counterbalance, holding that left foot, Pushing that foot into your hand and lifting your thigh. And hold it here, hold your dancer. And then coming back in. Beautiful. If you want to do the mermaid arms, you're bringing the foot into your elbow crease. So I'll just show you from this side so you can see what's going on. So when you bring your foot up, you can bring foot into elbow. So you've got it attached there, just like you do in mermaid on the floor. And then you can start to bring the hands above as you tilt forwards. And release. It's a stronger pose, but you can get there, and it's a work towards. Obviously, remember we always do this for 3 months before we change again. So we've done dancer. We're going to come down to the floor now, come into Swan Position. So we're going to take our right knee to the front of our mat. See if you can see me from here. To move a little bit further back. There we go. So right knee comes forward, left leg goes back, and we're squaring our hips to the front. So we're trying to make sure that our left hip is connecting to our right heel. And we hold it here. This is the basic option. We can just come into this swan shape. If you want to come down a little bit further, you can do. So you start to come down to forearms, always looking forward, always leading with the chest. You're going to go deeper stretch, just hold it here. If you want to go even further, take your arms out all the way across the floor. Breathing in and breathing out, just releasing any tension through the hip, through the glute. And then walking those hands back up. So the option here again is to place the mermaid arms in place as well. So you're just bringing that back leg towards you, holding here, and just pulling in so you've got the foot inside the elbow crease. And then if you can, start to take the arm above and interlace and release. Well done. Let's go the other side. So use your hands, your upper body to push back, and then bring the left knee forward, taking the right leg behind you. And we've got our hip connection to our heel here at the front, squaring the hips off so you're looking nice and level, looking towards the front. Walking those hands down to forearms, and a little bit low if you want to. Have a little wiggle side to side as well, just softening those muscles. Breathing in and out. And extending a little bit more. And walking those hands back in. If you want to try mermaid on this side, you can do. So you're just going to bring that back leg in and just gently tease that foot towards you. Okay, if you want to go for full mermaid, and you're placing the foot inside the elbow crease, hand comes up and we connect. And release. Well done. Okay, so bringing yourself forwards, and then rolling over onto your backs. So we are onto the floor. We're going to do a supine glute stretch. So we're going to take our left ankle across our right thigh. We're going to reach through, extend the right leg, hold the back of our right thigh, and just gently pull that leg into us. Now the left foot has to be flexed. This is protecting your knee. So just gently pulling that leg in, finding that stretch. And for this release, we call it the P&F stretching again. So that's when we hold, and then we do a little release, and then we hold again. Using the breathing, concentrating on that focus, just that muscle, just that glute. Trying to stretch, and then release. And then one more time, holding. Try not to let any tension go into those shoulders. And then release. So we're going to swap over now, guys. So other leg comes across. Right foot, right ankle comes across the left thigh. Drawing that leg in, straightening the left leg. Flexing the foot, protecting our knee. And then gently pulling that left leg in towards us. So holding it there. And then a little release, just let go of that tension. Relaxing the shoulders, try not to take any tension into the upper body. And then releasing. Well done. Okay, hold on to the knees, roll yourself up. We're going to face the front, so we're going to take the legs out to 45. Taking the right hand and the right arm inside of the right thigh, turning to the left, left arm reaches up, and then we come over into a beautiful C shape. So keeping the sit bones down, opening the shoulder, opening the chest, looking towards the left corner of the room, and hold it here. And then transfer the weight forward so we get a nice deep lumbar stretch through the lower back, over to the left hand side, right arm reaches up. And just breathe as we look to the right corner of the room. And then release. Perfect, well done. Everyone feeling nice and hip opened. So we're going to come into our abs track now. So we start in a hover position. I'm going to come into side hover as well. So on feet or on knees, coming into our hover. So we're nice and flat like a plank of wood. Elbows are underneath shoulders. We're just going to take one knee down to the floor and bring it back up. Other knee down and back up. So we're just walking through our knees. But our core is engaged the whole time. Use that Pilates breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth as we do the work. That's it. Keep it going. One more to each leg. And then we turn to the side. We lift into our side hover, so our arm rolls up. We lift the hips, and we can stay here. This is quite intense as it is. If you want the option to go a little bit further, lift that top leg. That's it. And bringing it down. I'm going to turn through centre to the other side. Come into that roll. And then hold it here, lift the hips. So again, this is enough. Pushing through the forearms. We can lift that top leg. And bring it down. Fantastic. Okay. We're going to roll over onto our backs into what's called rocking horse. So we have our legs up and then come into rocking horse by bending the front leg. Other leg goes to 45, keeping the lower back down. We're going to extend the leg to match, and then we take the legs both up. Okay, so rocking horse, out and up. We come down, out and up. We come down. About 45, out and up. That's it. A few more. Keep it going. Keep lifting back to centre. Out and up. Breathe. Keep that lower back maintained. Connection to the mat. And up. Beautiful. Bring the feet to tabletop so our knees are above our hips. We're ready to move on to our core back as well. So we're going to start with some scoops, some Pilates scoops. So if you send the legs through, we lift them back to centre. We're just going to do 4 of these. So back to tabletop, knees above hips. We scoop and we take them up. Back to tabletop, scoop, all the way up, keeping that lower back down, and back to tabletop. One more, scooping through, up. And back to tabletop. Beautiful. Place those feet down. We are ready for our hip bridges now. So we're going to lift into a hip bridge, squeezing the glutes, lifting those thighs as high as you can up to the ceiling, getting a great stretch in these hip flexors, palms facing up, and then interlace the hands underneath. So we're high up onto our shoulders now, nice and tall. So I'm going to squeeze the right knee in so it comes in, leg goes up, squeeze the knee in and place it down. Keep his left leg nice and strong as we go. So in, up, in and down. Keep it going. In, up, in and down. Beautiful. In, up, in and down. Keep it going. In, up, in and down. And release. Release the shoulders first and then release the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down, hugging the knees in. Nice little release for the lower back. And then rolling yourself up, we're going to come over onto our fronts, into a down dog, so pressing back. And we scoop the left leg through, we turn the body, we bend the knees, and we come back into a wild thing. So reaching back, pressing through that left hand, lifting the hips, all those hip bridges are really paying off now as we lift using the glutes. And then coming down to the floor. We roll back over, back to our down dog. Press into your down dog, heels sending out to the other side of the room. Come into your crouch position, we turn, we take one leg across and we lift into our wild thing. Beautiful work, well done. Bringing the hips down, so we're down to the floor. Feeling good after that stretch? There's more to come. We've got firefly. So we're going to turn back over, come into your down dog, and then come into your crouch position. As we move forwards, we're going to come into firefly. So our left knee comes forward, outside of left elbow, bringing it back, right side, and back, left side, and back. Really using our core. Bringing it back, forward, back into crouch, forwards. We can make them jumping. We can put some weight into that effort, coming forwards and pressing back. So your core has to work as a handbrake to stop you. It's amazing. And pressing down to the floor. Okay, we're going to bring those feet in, coming in for a bit of a quad stretch. So heels to bottom, placing the forehead down on the floor, and then we're going to flex the feet, and we're going to push up into a bow position. So we're going to have the shoulders back, pushing through the feet, trying to keep the knees together as much as you can, lifting the chest, lifting the thigh, and then just coming into a beautiful bow, rock and roll, and release down. Ooh, well done. Pulling back into a child's pose. So draw the navel in, and release. That's it, let the breathing come back to normal. And then gently coming up to all fours. So we're coming into our twist track now. So I'm going to take my right foot forward, left leg back. So we're coming into our twists. So this is a deep hip stretch here as well, getting our legs ready. So hand on top of knee, just letting the weight go down towards the mat. Let gravity take your hips down to the floor. Big breath in, hold it here. That's it, beautiful stretch. Hold. Then we can take our left hand down and then turn into that stretch. So right arm goes behind you and then it goes all the way up. So as we come deeper into that stretch, you might want to take your left knee a little bit further back. Feel that stretch. And bringing the hand forward, we pull back into a hamstring stretch. The toe comes back. We bring our chest towards our thigh, reaching forward with the hand. Breathing in and out, trying to connect chest to thigh. And coming all the way forwards. Tuck the back toe. And then bring your left knee to the front of the mat and sit down in your seated twists. So we're going to have our right foot coming across. Move back just so you can see what's going on. So we've got our left knee bent, right foot comes across, sit bones are down on the mat, nice and tall. Take the right arm around, left hand goes behind, and come into that beautiful twist. Breathing in and breathing out. So focusing the mind, ready for the other side. And release. So unhooking the foot, we're going to push up to a forward fold, just stretching out the backs of the legs. So bring your chest to your thighs, soft knees, just bowing the head. And then take your right foot back this time, so it's the left foot at the front. So bringing the hands up, sinking those hips down. Just release any tension through the lower body. All of those warriors that we did, and now just letting go. Inhale and exhale. So we can start to turn this pose now. So we take right hand down, we lift the chest over the thigh. Take your back knee a little bit further back if you've got the space to do so, and just turn and lengthen that back arm. So left arm goes back, left arm goes up. And then gently bringing the hand forwards. We're going to pull back into a hamstring stretch on this side, so toes come back. Inhale and exhale. Bring the chest towards the thigh. And then gently coming forwards, tucking the back toe so we can bring right knee to the front of the mat. Left foot either stays at the front or it crosses over at the knee. So we can hug this knee in now nice and tight. Sit bones down. Right arm wraps around and we turn to the back of the room. Hold it here. Hold that beautiful stretch all the way from waist through the thoracic spine to the shoulder blades. Unhook the front foot, push yourself up to a forward fold. You can have soft knees. And then taking the right foot back, turn the foot out to 45. Right hand stays down, left hand walks all the way up the left hip to the ceiling. Coming into your pyramid pose. And then drawing that hand back in, stepping forwards, forward fold. And then the left foot steps back, turn the foot to 45. Left hand is on the floor. We turn and take the right hand up. And then gently bringing the hand in, stepping forwards. Bringing our bottom down to the mat, we can sit down to the floor. Placing the legs out in front, arms breathe up. Exhale, we forward fold. And then bringing the hands back in. Place the hands on the outside of your hips, turn them to 90. Bring one foot in and push up, using the glutes, opening the chest. Don't let the head fall back. Into a tabletop position, and then gently bringing it down, swapping the feet over, coming up to tabletop, and then bringing it down. Perfect. Well done. So now we come into our relaxation, guys. So however you want to relax, so if you want to lie down, have a soft gaze, close the eyes, or just come to seated, whatever time of day it is, whatever best suits you, how you're feeling, just start to connect to the breath. So breathing all the way up into your collarbone, and then exhaling, allowing the body to completely relax. So starting from head to toe, you're going to keep a soft jaw, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Allowing the breath to come into the body, into the lungs on the inhale. And on the exhale, soften the hips, the pelvis, down through the thighs, all the way down to the toes. Allowing your palms to face up, to open those shoulders. And keeping the chin tucked in to lengthen the spine. And just breathe into your body. And allow it to find its own rhythm and to soften. Be kind to your body. And gently starting to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingertips, circle the wrists, and circle the ankles. And then taking the arms behind you, reach as far as you can, lengthen through the fingertips. Stretching out the feet and the toes. Wait to find your full height on the mat. And then gently hugging your knees into your chest. Yourself a squeeze. And then rolling over to your preferred side and making your way up to seated. So we're going to finish by breathing together. So we're going to use the arms to inhale and lift. Exhale, just let it go. So 2 more in your own time. Bringing your hands into your lap, chin to chest. And then take a gaze to the right hand side. And back through center, all the way over to the left hand side. And back to center, your right ear down to right shoulder. All the way up through center to the left hand side. And back to center. Open your eyes and I'll see you soon. Take care. Keep hydrated.